guys, my name is Cynthia and welcome to my channel, Graciously Growing, and welcome to Vlogmas. And so for those of you who do not know what Vlogmas is, it is when YouTubers decide to do a video every day from December 1st through December 24th, Christmas Eve. Now, I have decided to introduce my plants A through Z for Vlogmas. Now at the end, obviously I am going to combine some of the alphabet. I think it's, if I remember correctly, the last three, so that it ends on December 24th. So December 1st, you will see a video dealing with A, and I've chosen my Begonia'S. You know how much I love Begonia'S. And today is B on December 2nd, and it's going to be all the plants in my collection that start with the letter B. And I will also add that a lot of these videos will be pre-recorded because I do work a full-time job, and I did not think I would be able to keep up with this schedule if I just started recording on day one, December 1st. And so I want to really try to do Vlogmas. And so some of these videos are pre-recorded. So this one, B, is pre-recorded. It is not December 2nd. But nevertheless, for B is going to be my Begonia'S and my Bird of Paradise. So let's start with my Begonia'S. I don't have a lot. I only actually have 3 Begonia'S. And the first one is this particular begonia. And this is a Begonia Magellata pink spot. And you guys, when I first got this begonia, she was so tiny. And she has just grown so much. I don't know how I feel about her. Let me tell you some things I like about her. I love her coloring, and I'm hoping that this is doing it justice. I'm trying to figure out a way that you can actually, okay, I think that's better. I love her coloring. I love the fact that she has the pink spots on her leaves, hence that's where she gets her name from, or part of her name. I also like the backing of her leaves, which is this rich, I would say maroonish, purplish color. I love the color of her stems. And I also love how easy she has been to grow. Not really causing me a lot of trouble. What I don't like about this begonia is the fact that she is losing a lot of her leaves on the bottom. That's a good look. See, it's just pretty bare. I don't really like the way that look. And I also don't like the fact that you have to use like stakes. If you can see this stake right here, this black thing, this is a stake, because she's very top heavy. And so I really don't like that. But I have noticed that she has new growth coming from the bottom. This is a whole entire new stem here, right there. This one is new. And so I'm hoping that as they grow, it will cover up that spot, that bare spot, because it's already doing it a little bit. But yeah, this Begonia Magellata, I think that's the proper way to pronounce it, Maculata pink spot, is, I think this is the very first begonia that I purchased. And yeah, she hangs out in my plant room that I haven't showed you guys yet, but I will be showing you my plant room for Vlogmas. So yeah, so that is my first begonia. Now, my second begonia has been my favorite for a long time when it comes to begonias anyway, and that is my Begonia Rex. She is one of my favorite plants. And I think the reason why, let me get a little closer. I think the reason why she's one of my favorites is her coloring. She is so pretty. I just love her coloring. And this begonia bloomed all spring and summer long. You can see that her blooms are dying off now. And I think she may be done for the year, because this is this is the fall, winter months. But she bloomed, I promise you, I think it was from like March on up till October. She was just blooming like crazy. And she's another plant that is really easy to care for. She has not caused me any trouble. I've had to repot her at least twice. And the same thing goes with that pink spot, the Begonia Immaculata, the pink spot. Is that how you pronounce her name? Yeah, I repotted her at least twice. And I have repotted this one at least twice. And I've had no problem whatsoever with her, and she continues to grow. And she hangs out in my kitchen windowsill. She gets as much sun as you're going to get here in Washington State, and she has not missed a beat. And so yeah, this is my second begonia. Oh my goodness, my third begonia, I don't even know the proper name for her. I lost the name tag, but I do know she's a type of Begonia Rex. This plant has not grown at all since I purchased it. And some of the leaves that were already a part of the plant, I had to trim back because they were dying off, and they're very, turning yellow, and just, this plant has just not been happy. She's really pretty, but I don't know. I don't know why she doesn't like me. So right now she is placed in my dining room. And if you go back and look at my any of my plant tours, you'll know that in my dining room I have a plant wall, and I have this big shelf, and then on either side of the big shelf are these smaller shelves, and this begonia is on one of those smaller shelves. And I don't know what's going on with her. She doesn't have pests or anything. She's just been really a slow grower. But one thing I will say that I didn't do this year, I have really been busy in my plant collection. I am going to count it and tell you guys how many plants I have before Vlogmas ends. But I promise you, if I had to make a guess, it's way over 100. And so I really haven't had the time to care for certain plants other than, water them and check them for pests. But I haven't had the time to, I won't say care, but research and try to see why that particular plant's not growing. And I have a few in my collection that, they're not dying, but they're not growing either. And one of them is this begonia. And so I really want to spend a little bit more time next year and try to figure out why some of my plants are not thriving the way that I would like them to thrive. So the last plant for Vlogmas day number 2 is B for my bird of paradise. It is absolutely way too big to be, carrying up here to my plant room. So I will put a video here on the screen so that you can see her where she's located. She's located in my living room, and she gave me 2 new leaves this summer, and she's doing great. I was really afraid when I brought her home that I would have killed her by now, but she's been hanging out with me for over a year. She hasn't bloomed, but I have been told that it is really, really hard to get a bird of paradise to bloom, especially here in this type of area where I live in Washington State. But her leaves are green. She's doing well. I think one time she might have had spider mites. I don't know. When I see spider webs, I get nervous. And I think sometimes it's just a spider because, you know, bird of paradise, the leaves are so huge. But nevertheless, I got my neem oil. I wiped her down several times and I didn't see anything. I didn't see any damage. So it could have just been a spider. But nevertheless, that's the only scare that I had with my bird of paradise. And so, yeah, you guys, I believe that's all of the plants that I have starting with the letter B. Now you'll see that sometimes I'm giving you plants by their genius, like A for aglaonemas, but actually it could be C too. It could have been C for Chinese evergreen. And then sometimes I'm just showing you a particular plant, not necessarily by its genius, but by its name. So this is by genius because these are all in the begonia category. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that your holiday season is going well. And like I always say, be blessed.